Yo, hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I am Volvex. I hope you're having a fantastic day. If you are new, be sure to subscribe. If you want to be notified whenever I post new videos, all you gotta do is click that bell icon and click that like button. And if you want a free banner or profile picture, all you gotta do is go to my website, Forbidden Designs. Link will be in the description below. And all you gotta do from there is click want one. Yo, hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I am Volvex. I hope you're having a fantastic day. We are back with another tutorial video, and today's tutorial video is going to be how to make thumbnails like RICEGUM. Now guys, I have recently been uploading videos with thumbnails like RICEGUM just because I like his style and I figured I would start doing some stuff like that. And so today I'm going to show you how. So first of all, you are going to want to get your background image that you want. I have pre-selected mine, and today we are going to be making the thumbnail for today's tutorial video. So I'm just going to go ahead and reshape this. Give me a second. Alright guys, so once you have your background image in there, you're going to want to hit Command J to duplicate it, and then make a new layer, which is this down here. You're going to want to go into this tool right here, click that, and on your new layer, hit Command A. Right click on that and click Fill. Make sure it is black, normal, and opacity is 50. And then hit Command D to deselect, or unselect, sorry. So take your layer 1 and put it in between both of your layers. And then go to your front layer background and hit Command T, hit Shift to make sure that it stays the same size. And there we go. Bang. So click enter once you are done. You don't want it to be too big or too small. You just want it to have like a nice little outline there. So on your front layer background, you're going to want to double click or right click and go to blending options. You're going to want to add a drop shadow, just size it up. Put size is 10, spread is around 7 to anywhere from 5 to 10. I'm gonna make it a nice little big. And distance, you can probably have 10 as well. If you want, you can add some inner shadow or inner glow. I think I'm just going to have some inner glow for now. Click OK. So there we go. Now we have this. What I'm going to do next is just add some blur on it just to make it a little to make our text stand out. And on the front one as well. It doesn't have to be 3.1. You can make it 1.7 for the front one. So now, guys, what you're going to want to do is go to dafont.com, and we are going to be using a font called Go Bold Bold. So this is the font. What you're going to want to do is just download it. Make sure you have it in your font book. Alright, so now what we are going to be doing is adding some text. So you're going to make some catching text. Today I'm going to be putting how to make thumbnails like RICEGUM. So there we go. If you're going to have your text on the left side, make sure it is on the left. If it's in the middle, make sure it's in the middle. And if it's on the right, put it on the right side. So there we go. We have that. Just for the sake of the video, I'm going to just add some darkness just so you can see it a little better. There we go. We're going to be deleting that later, but just for now I'm just going to make this a little smaller. There we go. So you're going to want to duplicate your layer, and now RICEGUM has kind of like these gradient overlays in his text. So I'm going to be adding a gradient overlay to RICEGUM and thumbnails. So I'm going to be duplicating this one more time just because I'm having one more word that's going to be gradient or overlaid. So now it might be a little confusing, but go to the text layer and you're going to want to delete the first one. So make and like for me. Delete that and RICEGUM. So this is just the thumbnails layer. This will be the layer that we will end up adding the gradient overlay to. So that's out of the way. Hide that for now. And then we are going to have this section is going to be white. So we are going to keep make and like. We're going to delete everything else. So we're going to delete thumbnails and RICEGUM. So there we go. Now we have our white part. of the text, hide that, and then this last one is going to be RICEGUM, the other layer that is going to be gradient overlaid. So delete everything else like thumbnails and make. Then you can add them back all together. Just size them up, make sure that they're in the right place. There we go. So next part is adding the gradient overlays to it. So for me, it is thumbnails and RICEGUM. So double click or right click and go to blending options. We are going to add some gradient overlay. Click on the gradient. And now you can add some color to this. For mine, I'm going to be doing blue. So there we go. I'm gonna copy this little hashtag barcode down below. Command C, just because we're going to be needing that as well. Click OK, get out of that, and go to the next one. If you don't, just skip this part. Gradient overlay, there. Click on this, color, and then just paste. Just making sure that it's the same color. So then we're going to go back to the first one, gradient overlay, click, and here we are going to go a little lighter. There we go. So that's looking pretty good. Again, I'm going to copy this. This is only if you have two texts that you want to stand out. Go there. And then Command V to paste. Click OK, OK, OK. So we have all of those now. Next, we are going to want to bend it. So guys, what you are going to want to do is just make all the layers kind of come together more. So I'm going to be putting RICEGUM up a little bit. And thumbnails up a little bit. And like, actually I'm going to make a separate layer for make and like, just because it's going to be a lot easier. You don't have to if you don't want to. I'm just doing this for the sake of the video. And then I'll delete that. So there we go. So now we have make. I'm going to make this, see what I did there? A little bit, oops, sorry. There we go. Alright, so I'm just going to make them a little bit closer to the other texts. There we go, and like up a little bit. Alright guys, so now this is the tricky part. You are going to want to select each one by one. Go to this wrap text. Select or style, go to art. Make sure this is negative around 11 or 10. Horizontal distortion, make it around anywhere negative. If it's on the left side, make it negative. If it's on the right side, make it positive. Only for horizontal distortion. For bend, I like it to be more bent downwards. You can have it bent upwards if you want. But for this tutorial video, I'm going to be having it bent down. You can leave vertical distortion. I don't really like to tamper with it too much, but if you want, you can add a little. So remember those numbers that you had. I had 10, 4, and -5. So there we go. -10, -4, and -5, I believe. Was that it? Just gonna double check. Alright guys, so once you're done with all of that, it's kind of like a puzzle. We are just going to kind of piece them all together. This and thumbnails, make sure they're just kind of looking the same. You know, you can shift it over a little bit if you want. Like that, and you can put make a little bit more shifted. There we go, and then like can be a little more like that. Badoom, crash. And then RICEGUM, we can add that up, size it just like so. Now guys, it's not all going to be perfect. You can just size it up the way you want. You can go back to the bend and just kind of minus the bend a little bit. Add a little bend. Just to make it look more like it fits together. Alright, so once you have done all of those, you can put them together, select all of the layers, and convert to Smart Object. Now Command T, you can just size it down a little bit. Don't need it to be too big. You can just kind of rotate it the way you want. So there we go, and then double click or right click blending options. Drop shadow that, no, actually don't drop shadow. 1 second, you go to stroke. Make sure the stroke is on black and that is at 5. Click OK, and then right click and convert to Smart Object. And then double click again and go to stroke. This time make it 6 and make sure the color is white. There we go. Click OK and add some drop shadow on that stuff. So make it just add some more drop shadow just because it kind of looks a little boring. There we go. You can size it up just like so. Now we can delete this because we are done with that. There we go. So now if you want, I'm going to go to google.com/images and I'm going to pull up a nice picture of RICEGUM PNG. If there's a nice PNG file of RICEGUM here. Alright, so I found a nice image. I'm just going to copy it and paste it into here. And then I can go like this. Bang and rasterize. Don't need to. Delete. There we go. So we now have a nice PNG of RICEGUM. So we can just size it up a bit more. You know, kind of tilt it. Just like that. Now you can double click again and add some more stroke. Make sure it's white. If it doesn't look nice on the picture, don't add any. We're gonna make sure it's around 5 and add some more drop shadow. Just like so. And then we can add an arrow. So I believe I have an arrow here. Yeah, there we go. So that's a nice arrow. We can drag this in. Size it up a little more. Just like so, and we'll put that behind the text. Add some nice drop shadow on that as well, make it stand out. And guys, again, like I said before, make sure that everything is in between the drop back dark layer and make sure it's in between, or make sure it's inside this layer here that you have made smaller. Alright, so next guys, this is looking pretty good already, but we're gonna make it even better. Add another layer and go to the gradient tool right there, and you're going to have something like this. So to do this, you're going to have something new. I'm just going to show you how to do this. On the right side, click delete. Or no, sorry, you don't want to delete that. Go to color. So go to the top one up here to the black. Make sure the opacity is 0. There we go. Oops, sorry, I exited out of that. And make this, just delete that there. And then, so there we go, we have something like this. And make sure the color is around the color that you have for your text. So there we go, you can just kind of start from the bottom and go to the middle. Just on each side. And then you can make it overlay, you know. You can have a nice soft overlay. I kind of like the soft overlay. And then you can make the opacity just down a little bit. And there we go. Alright, so next, make sure everything is a little bit more contrasted. So make the contrast on everything higher. So go to Image, Adjustments, and Brightness / Contrast. Just make sure the contrast is very high on that. Make sure that the brightness of the background layer is a little darker, just make it stand out. And if the contrast of a picture is too much and it doesn't look too nice, like this RICEGUM one here, you can just have it back a little bit. Just like so. That's looking okay. Alright guys, so that is it for the tutorial. I know it's probably very long. It's actually pretty hard to make nice quality thumbnails like RICEGUM, but if you wanted to take the time and make thumbnails like that, I highly recommend it. It makes your videos look a lot better. But other than that, guys, I hope the tutorial wasn't too confusing. If you liked, please like this video. If you are new, subscribe. And other than that, guys, I will see you in the next one.